All right, everybody. If you have a question for Jahan, just remember to use your raise hand feature, and I'll ask you to unmute, and then you can ask your question. Start with Ben Jones.
Jahan, what's the most surprising thing to you right now?
I couldn't even tell you. Losing is the most surprising thing to us. We feel like going into the year we had a very good football team and that we were capable of winning a lot of games. Losing it's taken us by surprise. It's, at least me, it's definitely taken me by surprise because I feel like we have a bunch of competitive winners on this team who want to fight, go out and do whatever they can do to win.
Bias Wilborn.
There were times in the passing game where it just seemed like you guys just couldn't quite connect, either overthrows or whatever have you. What was going on today with you guys for just not being able to connect on those big plays?
So you got to credit Maryland. Their DBs were doing a great job down the field with a lot of down the field throws. The deep safety, Nick Cross, he was doing a hell of a job getting off the hashes, making plays on the ball. And their corners did a hell of a job all game playing our receivers. So that's just on us. That's just on the receivers. They played us man-to-man almost every snap of the game. So we've got to find a way to get open. That's just on us.
Tyler Donahue.
Jahan, 3 games here. Has the offensive vision materialized on the field like you thought it would under Coach Uraka? And if not, where are the biggest shortcomings to this point?
Yeah, we knew Coach coming in, Coach Uraka was going to have a great plan for us, and he has. We just need to execute. Like I say, literally every single week, it starts at practice. We don't execute in practice, it's going to translate to the game. We're not going to execute in the game. So we got to come to practice every single day and execute. Our coaches are putting us in great positions to succeed, and we just got to do our job. We talk about doing your 111 every week. We get 11 guys on the same page, great things can happen for the football team because we have some really talented guys on this team. So we just got to come out every day at practice and do our 111, do our job, and it'll translate to the game.
In case anybody didn't see it, Pat Fryermuth is now available as well. Evan Patrick.
Hey, Jahan, thanks for your time. In your mind, what do you think is the biggest reason for kind of the discrepancy in effectiveness of the offense in between the first and the second half? I mean, it's through 3 games now that the offense has really started to come alive later in the game. How tough is it for you guys to be playing catch up kind of at that point?
Yeah, we've started a lot of games pretty slow. So I would just say just trusting each other. We've got to come together as a team, as an offense, and we just got to trust each other. We kind of have some guys just doing their own thing sometimes, and we just got to come together and work as a unit, literally. Practice every single day. We got to come out, work, and just put our head down and work. Just trust your brother right next to you, beside you, that he's going to make a play, and he's going to trust you that you're going to make a play. And that's the biggest thing for us right now.
Tyler Donahue.
Jahan, with Sean is going to take a lot of heat again this week. We haven't had a chance to see Will or Taquan for that sake into any game action at this point under Kirk Uraka. What's your confidence level in Sean Clifford, and do you think it's also important to see what other guys can do in game action, particularly if the score is getting slipped away a bit?
Yeah, that's totally up to the coaches. But like I said last week, I feel as though Sean is one of the best quarterbacks in the country, and my mind will not change with that. I see him practice every single day. I see how he works. I see his work ethic. I see how committed he is, how much he loves the game, and you could see it on the field. He's a baller. I have all my trust in Sean Clifford, and I wouldn't change that for the world.
Mike Foreman.
Hey, Jahan, what did James say to you guys after the game? Anything different than usual?
He basically just told us we got to come together as a team. Right now we have a lot of individuals, a lot of guys just thinking about things that they shouldn't be thinking about right now. Like I said last week, we got to focus on living in the present. And that's one thing he emphasized after the game today is we gotta focus on what's right now. We can't focus on what's behind us, what's in the future. We gotta focus on right now, and we gotta go day by day, second by second, and just get through it together. We can't have guys straggling along. You gotta if your brother's down, you gotta pick him up. As simple as that. So we just gotta come together, work as a team every single day, and just be ready.
Tyler Donahue.
John, a lot of talk's going to be about this game. I just want to focus in on something people may have missed with Juice Scruggs getting back onto the football field for the first time since his accident. In a tough game for you guys, what does that mean to see him out there blocking an opponent and as an active member of this Penn State roster again? Yeah,
it may have seemed that a lot of things went wrong in this game, but we still have some positive, and that's a huge one. Juice is like that's one of my brothers. He was my roommate last year. I saw how much he went to work every day trying to get back on the football field, and I couldn't be more proud of him. He deserves everything that he's earned. And seeing him back on the field, that's amazing.
Rich Garcella.
Jahan, thank you for your time. What was going through your mind when it was 21-0 and then 35-7?
Same thing that goes through my mind when it's 0-0. Make a play. I just want to be that spark plug for the team. Whenever the opportunity presents itself, I just want to be a spark plug. Try to get the team going. I was kind of not hard on myself, but after that first drive, I had a drop, and I told myself that can't happen. If Coach Franklin's going to talk about me being the guy, I got to be the guy. I got to be the go-to guy, and I got to make those plays. Those are routine plays that I make every single day, and I got to make them. So it's just about making a play.
Mike Foreman.
Hey, I just want to follow up on what you said about guys are thinking of other things like what, COVID, those type of things, or where's everybody's head at?
I couldn't speak for everyone, but I just know guys just aren't. We're not as one right now. We're not a unit right now. There's a lot of different things going on that there's distractions basically. That's how I can name it. There's just distractions that we shouldn't be focused on right now. We got to be focused on getting in the win column, nothing else. Literally, that's the biggest thing right now. And I feel like we just got to come together as one.
Rich Garcella.
Jahan, especially these last 2 weeks, it seems like Sean has really taken a physical pounding. How do you think he's held up physically and mentally?
I couldn't imagine how his body feels, but he, like I said, his work ethic is just phenomenal. It's one of the best I've ever seen. So I know he's hurting mentally, physically, and all that, but he'll never give up on us. I know that for a fact. He will never give up on us. He's gonna fight till the last whistle, and you couldn't ask for anything more in the quarterback.
Few more minutes for Jahan, so we have time for a few more questions. If you do have a question, please raise your hand. Ben Jones.
Jahan, you talked about accountability and things like that. Where does that go when you seem to have it last year, and then maybe with a lot of the guys that have come back, it seems like maybe it's not there? I mean, what births that kind of issue?
Just so guys that have been here, just thinking about how they can get better, and then guys who are newcomers, just picking them up and showing them the ropes. I feel like that's a big thing for us. Right now, to be completely honest with you, we're not playing good as a football team. We're not a good football team right now. We gotta just work. Literally, we gotta have everyone 100% bought in, and we gotta work. Mondays, days off. We gotta see every guy in the building. Literally, from the top of the roster to the bottom, we gotta see every guy in the building, just doing something to get better every single day. And That's where it's going to start. It's going to start tomorrow. We have practice tomorrow. We're going to see who really wants it, who wants to be here, who wants to be bought in. And if you don't, then there's no time for that right now. We're 0-3. It's time to turn the season around, and we got to do something different.
One final question for Jahan, if anybody has anything. Go ahead, Ben.
What do you do if guys, I mean, functionally, you can't kick a guy off the team. What do you do if guys don't feel like they want to be there? How do you win in spite of people that are not trying, but are ultimately sort of getting in the way of that?
Pick your brother up. At the end of the day, everyone on this roster we're all brothers. We got to come together as one. We got to move as one. And basically, we got to come out and work. If he's not doing something correctly, we got to pick him up. We got to show him the ropes, show him how to work, what he needs to do, tell him what he needs to do better.
Jahan, really appreciate your time. That's all for today. So thank you and have a great night.
Thank you, guys.